Hey guys, well I got a few days off here for the 4th of July weekend, so I wanted to film some videos for you guys. We're going to go ahead and pull the Imperial out and see how it's looking. We know that it was pretty well damaged in the Derby last year, and we pretty much just rolled it right off the trailer into the barn, and here it's sat ever since. I put it up on cinder blocks so that way the tires weren't going flat, and here it's been sitting ever since. So we're going to try to get it pulled out here and give you guys a closer look at the damage and figure out what we need to do to run it again this year. Hey guys, well we got the car pulled out here. Quite a bit of damage, but that's no surprise. So here you are. We're going to walk around it real quick, kind of survey the damage. I did the feature video after the Derby last year, so obviously not much has changed other than the fact that now it's not on the trailer, so it's a little easier to see what all has to be done. Basically, for right now, we're not really sure exactly where this car is going to run. The plan was to run it at the second show at the Fulton County Fair in Wauseon, Ohio, but they have a deadline of registry for August 1st, and if they do not get enough registered cars, they will cancel that second show where this could run. So we're going to kind of keep it simple, pull out the dents, the major dents, kind of get the panels tucked back in where they're supposed to be. Basically get the car looking like a car again, and then once we know exactly where we're going to run it, then we can actually start finalizing and building this car. So keep tuned for updates on exactly where this will run, so that way you guys can come out and check it out. But it will definitely see the Derby again this year. So I'll keep walking around. This got pretty well ripped wide open when that round back wagon ended up in my trunk. And you can pretty much see exactly at what point his front bumper came up in. So ripped it apart pretty good, but the lucky thing is the frame in the back is rolling in nice, and we're just going to pull these back fenders straight back out, tuck them down in, as well as pull the trunk out, tuck that down in, and we'll have a nice wedged Imperial here to run in the 2011 Derby. As well as we got the door panels, the skins, we're going to try to pull them out some and then re-weld them. Probably not going to pull them out too far because they're already pushed well up against the supports on the inside, but we're still going to make an effort nonetheless just to make sure that it's solid still. And probably the big problem right here is going to be the front end. In and then out. So we're going to have to pull these guys out, tuck them in, back in tight, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. Kind of spread them both open, and we definitely need to get this side fixed because otherwise this wheel will not be able to turn. The stock bumper here, which was required per the rules where we raced last year, will be coming off, and the plan is to put the old Thunderbird bumper that I had on it last season. The plan is to put that back on it because our local Derby, assuming that the second show happens, will allow that bumper to run. So hopefully we'll be able to run it with that bumper because it'll be significantly stronger than the stock bumper, as most Imperial guys know. And as far as the engine goes, pretty much the only solution I see at the moment is we're going to have to pull the motor and transmission out of this thing, re-weld the engine mounts so that way they're a little more solid than they were this past year, and then put it all back together. Most likely this engine will be ran again in this car just because of time, but we may swap it out with something else. I have a small block Ford that I'm considering dropping in. Most of you guys run 350 Chevys, but unfortunately we do not have a 350 Chevy sitting around, and they cost money. So we use what we have because of money constraints, as well as I'm sure some of you guys are quite aware of in this economy. So basically, here's the car. We're gonna start working on it here, trying to make it look like a car again, and I'm sure we'll be making some more update videos for you guys so that we can check it out and follow the progress as this build, or as I should say, rebuild happens. So stay tuned for videos. Until the next one, I will talk to you later, guys.